WallStreetBets, Gamestop, and now AMC. These meme stocks, or as I should say, momentum stocks, aren't disappearing anytime soon. They are here to stay. You've all seen it over the first half of 2021. WallStreetBets finds an underdog stock. They realise that they have the ability to institute real change, to help that company out, to fight against these huge institutions and even win. So that's what they do, and they're going to continue doing this. And I can't tell you if in 5 years the targets will still be GameStop or AMC or Blackberry, but I can tell you that there will always be targets, and that's what this video is about. I'm just going to briefly explain my views on why I think this momentum stock phenomenon is going to keep happening. But before I do, I have a clip here from Trey's Trades and Kohrs, who were recently on CNBC talking about just this a few days ago. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. More videos every day.
Two traders with real skin in the game joining us now in a Fast Money exclusive. Trey Collins and Matt Kohrs, excuse me. Guys, great to have you with us. Welcome.
Hey, appreciate that, Melissa. Thank you very much.
Trey and Matt, are you, first of all, Matt, are you guys friends?
Yeah, definitely.
Have you guys done this before, Trey, together?
An interview together? No, this is the first time. But me and Matt have been good buddies for a while. We chat on the phone a couple times a week for sure.
I can tell by your Twitter feed, you guys like reference each other and stuff, that there's real camaraderie here in this trade. Matt, I'll kick it off with you. What's the #1 reason at this point, at 60+ bucks a share, AMC will go higher?
Ooh, the #1 reason. So there's definitely a myriad of reasons, but I think for me, it's definitely much more of the fact that I would say the stock chart, the stock itself, its price is the scoreboard, and it's the power of the psychological wildfire that the social and cultural movement has taken place, and we're just seeing the impact of that in AMC's ticker.
Trey, same question to you, and I'm sure that you probably echo some of what Matt had said, but in terms of other reasons behind this sort of cultural force that's behind this stock, what is the reason why AMC will go higher in your view?
I think AMC is going to go higher because you're looking at a new breed in the stock market. You're looking at apes. We're looking at old traditional investing styles and methods, and that's really not what you're watching taking place here. It's a kind of a revolution, you could say, in terms of what's going on for new trading. It's a new opportunity to make money. You can see the story on the chart. The chart is bullish. It's consolidating in that $55, $60 range. That shows strength. It shows that people are holding the stock, anticipating that it's going to go higher. And that's why I think it's going to go higher ultimately.
Let's be clear, because Trey and I got a chance to chat on the phone yesterday a little bit, Matt. Unfortunately, we weren't able to connect. But we were making the point that it's not necessarily the fundamentals. I mean, if you want a fundamental analysis of this stock, you go to traditional Wall Street research. You can pull all that up as much as you want, get the research report that'll say a penny a share, et cetera, et cetera. But does fundamentals ever factor? I mean, in terms of, knowing that AMC has raised cash, knowing that its debt has been upgraded by S&P, knowing that it's going to buy a chain of theaters in California, does that come into play at all in your narrative for the stock, or no, that is a sideshow?
Very, very minimally, much more closer to it being a sideshow. And the reason I'm saying that is, I don't want to completely ignore it, because I know that's the common argument against it. It's fundamental analysis. So in my opinion, the fact that from the start of 2021 until this very moment that we're talking right now, the fundamental trajectory of AMC has improved. So I think that's almost weakening the argument against it. But I just want to reiterate the fact that this is not a fundamental long-term investment right now. This is much more of a swing trade, much more of a momentum trade. It is just a trade. The discussion for a fundamental investment would take place after this short squeeze narrative fully plays out.
So can you guys walk me through, and Trey, I'll direct this to you, can you walk me through what are the factors in place for this, what you guys call the mother of all short squeezes, to take place?
Well, there's three main things that both me and Matt, like to talk about, essentially. And it's the short interest, the gamma squeeze, and FOMO buying, essentially the fear of missing out, right? So you've got a pretty decent amount of short interest, and these shares have been held for a very long time. In fact, 47 days is the average amount of time that any loan has been held on this stock, which means that the average short position is held at $10. They're down substantially, right? So there are some more shorts that can cover positions and run this up. Gamma squeezing, which is call options running from out the money to in the money, can cause this squeeze up effect as well, because market makers have to buy the underlying stock from the market, and that can drive price up. And then it's a momentum trade, right? You're going to bring in some day traders, some swing traders, some people who are looking at the stock and thinking, this is the hottest security in the market right now. I want to be a part of this. I want to make money on it. And those three factors drive into the momentum that has been what you've watched happen the last month.
So there you have it. The AMC momentum is not over. It's still going. Millions of people have started investing in stocks over the past year, and they're not going to stop. The simple fact is that it's fun to invest your money these days. You don't have to comb through hundreds of pages written by some boring investment banker to decide on a stock to buy. You don't have to phone up some dull stockbroker who just wants his commission to buy your stock. You can open an app on your phone and have thousands of dollars on it within an hour. You can watch YouTube videos or scroll on Reddit to find a stock that's interesting to you and then do your due diligence. This can all be enjoyable. None of this is going anywhere. Add on to that the fact that you might actually be making a difference by buying these momentum stocks, by supporting a company that might have given you countless memories as a kid like GameStop, or by pouring light onto illegal practices carried out by huge institutions like naked short selling on AMC. And that this can all be done while making money. It's easy to see why WallStreetBets has gotten so popular, and it's hard to see how it could ever go back to how it was before. I have to say that I entirely agree with Trey and Matt here. The short squeeze is still going. Almost everyone who opened a short position on AMC is underwater, and every day they fail to close their positions, they continue to lose money. The Gamma Squeeze is real. People are buying options, and that does force institutions to buy the stock at these inflated levels. And FOMO buying, the fear of missing out, is a huge factor in all this. People saw the meteoric rise of Tesla over 2020, so they started looking for the next big EV stock like Lucid Motors or Lordstown Motors. People saw the crazy growth of GameStop, so they started thinking about buying into AMC. All of this increases the buying pressure and forces the price upwards. And just for full transparency here, I feel I ought to tell you guys that I own some AMC. Back on the 25th of February, I bought 52 shares of AMC for just under £400 or $550. Now, I completely forgot about this over the last 4 months. I bought the shares on an app called Trading 212 that I don't like and I don't use anymore, so I deleted the app. I only put in $500, so I didn't even really notice that the money was gone. And it wasn't even until I set about making this video that I remembered I bought some AMC and I decided to check my account. Right now, those 52 shares are worth around $3,000. But to be honest, I don't think I'm going to sell them. I don't need the money and I'm happy to just leave them there again. The money's already gone in my mind. Maybe they'll go higher, maybe they'll go lower, but either way, I'm just going to hold and see what happens. If you're new to the channel, then consider liking and subscribing. I'm making new videos just like this constantly and you don't want to miss out. Thanks for watching, until next time.